Probably.
Welcome everyone to Saturday Evening Chats. This is episode number 19. Your host, G23. We got Mr. New York Outcast joining us. He was first in tonight.
Hello, everybody.
We got our co-host, Mr. DM Foss, who is not being ignored.
Good afternoon.
I see, let's see who was in here first in the chat. We got Miss Mystic Guns, it was first. Aaron Mortensen, followed up by Gun Loving Grandpa. And we got DM Foss out in the chat also. We got Defense Dad who showed up. So welcome all. So we're kind of looking at some New York compliant semi-automatic rifles. Trying to see what... there you go. A nice 30-06. So it looks like...
Sorry, trying to get my mask back on. I had to struggle for a minute.
Wow. There you go. Ruger Precision 6.5. They want almost $1,300 for that.
Told you. Trying to find something like 9mm PC carbine type, like the Ruger, Caltech, any of those.
I see where all the 50s are. I see where all the 50s are sitting. They're sitting in New York. Not quite sure why all the 50s are sitting in New York when you guys can't even own them.
I think we can. Pretty sure we can. You got the money. Obviously, the features are different, but I know like the Barrett's, it's not a removable or adjustable rear stock and whatnot. So,
well, yeah, I mean, you got the pistol grip and everything. You're looking. That's a true M107 A1 right there with a 20-inch barrel. I would rather go with this. I'd rather go with that one with the almost 30-inch barrel, the 29-inch barrel. Capacity is 10 plus 1. But again, that's a $12,000 gun.
I'll take it. Buy it for me. I thought you New York, buddy. Stop talking crap about Glock. You buy me one of those.
yeah. Let me drop $12,000 on you.
The wife won't mind.
Sportsman Warehouse has them for $8,800.
For the Barrett, or is that for the one of their other off brands that they have?
Barrett M82 A1 50 BMG semi-automatic rifle.
That's what are they asking for the 107?
The 107 is $12,999.
Yeah. See that one over in New York is sitting at like almost $12,000, 11,000 something.
Yeah.
I see we were joined out in the crowd by Mr. Wheeled and WillArmed. So welcome everybody.
Welcome.
So I decided for the hell of it I would just stop in at my local gun store, see if they had any Blazer brass in stock. And I picked up their last 3 boxes of some 124 grain FMJ. I should have been there about 15 minutes earlier because the guy in front of me bought a whole entire case of 124 grain FMJ Blazer. So Oh, there we go. Wow, that's actually not a bad price. Defense Dad says if anyone's looking for some 7.62 by 39, head over to AIM Surplus. They've got Wolf Steel Case for $5 a box. And if you that's $25 a box if you live in New York.
Raleigh at least. maybe more. Who knows? Thankfully, things haven't been too jacked up in my area that I've noticed, but well, they were higher definitely, but not like what I've heard where people are talking like double the price, triple the price. So.
Yeah, I picked up 150 rounds for like $40 of the Blazer. So it's a little higher than normal, but you know, it is that time. It's what's going on with what's, you know, if I probably would have went to a different store, I may have got it for 10 or 10, $11 a box. But maybe you don't want to enter there.
Not my kind of store. Crazy how everything is though. Fitting rooms closed, can't try nothing on. It's not like that just here. It seems to be all over the state.
Yep.
They'll let you return it so you can take it home and try it on and lounge around in it and decide you don't like it and then take it off and leave it sitting in your house for 3 days before you go back to return it. But you can't try it on at the store.
So you taking your lady shoe shopping or?
No, actually, we're here for me looking for guns and ammo, but we struck out, went a few different places today, and basically haven't had any luck at all. So had better luck, you know, near my area. So, or more local to me, I should say. So. But you can't go to a mall with girls and not expect to hit a couple stores. So, you know how things go.
You could. I mean, it's not going to be realistic, but you could expect it.
Well, we got a sucker already. Got some type of short things going on. $15. Care if you get them or she gets them? You know, as long as her butt's not hanging out of them.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, not much luck here, unfortunately. One place was like a private home, and supposedly they were, you know, ready to go and this and that, but couldn't even get into the one place.
You might. I don't know. Do you have some like smaller, like sporting goods stores? You know, like Big Five.
No, never heard of it. That's probably what I'm going to be looking for because in, you know, local I have a couple small shops, but they're small, and I'm in there at least once a week lately or calling, so not much has changed. That's why I figured I'd try to get out somewhere a little bit, but I think I might need to go back to looking for smaller stores somewhere. Seems to be a better selection of smaller stores. Just trying not to look like a perv when people walking by here.
Let's see if there's any Big Fives.
Like my parking spot. Just rolled right in.
looks like there might be some Big Five sporting goods stores. Manhattan. There's
Preferably more central New York would be ideal. Not a deal breaker, but it really sucks to drive a couple hours and end up being disappointed.
so like someplace like near Champlain or something.
Yeah, anything more centralized in the state. So I'm up a little ways from the city.
What they can go in? I think it's because we have drinks. And we stay in here.
Yeah.
Shut them down. Mine's on the list. I'm not listening.
Got my drink duty. We got bumped from a store. Forever 21. Isn't that the dream? Oh crap, even the massage chairs are blocked off over there. One of my arrows.
I guess I just have to drag the wow. What I'm trying to do to help you out and find some. I don't see that you have any. I mean, if you look on there, you just type in like Google and say Big Five sporting goods. It in New York it comes up with a couple, but it doesn't quite say like where the West Manhattan. I found one there. I thought one said it close to Buffalo, but I can't seem to find it. So,
You guys hear that elevator music and stuff in the background?
kinda. I see we have Moo in the crowd. I don't remember if I sent Moo a link or not. I know I sent one to Two Gun Kitty and to Mr. Gun Loving Grandpa. There we go. Moo should have a link in his email now. So.
Well, if you can't find me anything, you'll just have to give me one of yours. 2 or 3.
Ammo?
Oh, yeah. Everything.
Yeah, not a problem. I'll get that.
Guns.
I'll get that sent to you. I'll FedEx overnight it. But I'm going to have to, so I'm compliant, I'm going to have to take and pull the projectile out and put it in one bag I'm going to have to put the brass in another bag, and I'm going to have to put the powder in a third bag. So there's going to be some assembly required.
No, just write Nerf on the box in orange, and that'll be fine.
Wheeled and WillArmed had a question. Says he has a Canik TP9 SFX with Burris Fastfire magwell and 2 mag extensions, about $1,000 into it. And somebody wants to trade him a Benelli Montefeltro Black. Is that a good deal?
I personally don't know.
I would say no, but I guess it really. Let's see if I can pull up. Benelli. Let's see if I can pull that up. I need a different keyboard. I need a wireless keyboard.
Sometimes you got to keep changing the batteries in. How's it going, Moo?
Hey, Cass, how you doing?
Getting by. Trying to enjoy the weekend.
Are you terrorizing the mall all by yourself?
Got the ladies here, so yes, it is the mall.
Okay, so looks like this is
The hell was that?
that's the Benelli shotgun.
No, I just heard an explosion outside. The dog's going crazy. Hang on.
Oh, they're coming for Moo.
Take your camera. Take your camera. We need to see this. Okay, and then so he wants to trade a pistol for a shotgun.
Benellis are decent guns, but I know some of them have had issues on reliability.
Wait, what was the pistol?
A Canik Elite.
No, yeah.
Canik TP9 SFX with Burris Fastfire magwell and 2 mag extensions. About $1,000 into it.
I think the shotgun's probably still more, isn't it?
It might be. Let's see what they say for $1,600. If it's the silver 20 gauge with a 26-inch barrel.
I don't know if it makes a difference, but he said it was the black. Montefeltro Black.
This one's all black. That's a 12 gauge. And that's only that's $999 MSRP.
Uh-oh.
I wouldn't do it. But that's just me. Because if I'm going to trade, I'm going to trade up. I want to come out on the better end of that deal.
Well, does he need a shotgun? And he has a lot of pistols, you know?
But with that recoil from that Benelli and him being a quadriplegic, you know, that you got to think about that also, you know.
Yeah, if you're looking at it from a investment standpoint, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, that seems like you might be taking a loss in investment wise.
Right.
I would state some of those Benellis do have the shock or spring system, recoil reduction. So that is, it might not be as bad as like a Mossberg 500 or something like that. So
I mean,
but still,
if it would
value-wise, it doesn't seem smart.
If it would have been the like silver, I probably would say yeah, because that silver has it looks like about a 2-inch recoil pad on the end of it. But then, still, that would be. To be like, yeah, I have a Benelli is one thing. But it's not even like it's a Benelli M4.
The Benelli automatics are nice guns. You know?
Yeah.
I waterfowl hunt. My in-laws all have Benellis.
Those are all probably M4s, right?
No, they're the oh shit, what are they called? They're really nice. They're really nice, and they have really good ergonomics and the manual of arms on them. You can eject a shell without emptying everything, and throw in like some double BB or something. If you're duck hunting and you have a goose coming in, you could throw in some heavier shot without dicking around.
That's nice.
Yeah, they're nice. They're light.
How's the recoil on it?
It's it's an automatic, so it's not super bad, but it's not as good. I got a Stoker that's built off of the Benelli action, and my Benelli, I got the recoil reducer weight in the stock, and it shoots really, really good.
Which one's the one that's known to have some issue cycling? Or is that just something that was a small glitch for the time?
On the Stokers?
Or the Benelli?
The Benellis.
Oh,
It's probably their mag fed. I think that's the M4 line, the Benelli M4 mag fed. And there was some problems every once in a while, depending upon, I think that was if you were running like low brass or high brass. It didn't want to have like some feeding issues.
I don't know. We knocked down a lot of birds. They all seem to work good.
So Defense Dad out there says
this show's gone to a crazy place.
That shotgun is on sale for $800 in a few places.
Ooh. So
you're talking $800 for $1,000 pistol?
Well,
like I said, if I'm going to trade, I'm going to trade up. So if I have something that's about $1,000, then I better be getting $1,150 or greater in return. Welcome, Mr. CB. How are you doing? Another fellow Oregonian. But yeah, so are you at like some petite store?
I think this is J.C. Penney.
He's
JC Penney's still in business?
We're losing our J.C. Penney's.
I think we just did.
Yeah, we just, ours is going
Everything
on.
must go. Entire
This is
store,
all
30,
over here.
50%
We're open
off.
for women.
So looks like they're going out of business or something. There's signs everywhere.
Yeah, I know ours is going out of business also. It sucks. Our store had a lot of business, and you know I don't know. It just sucks. We're losing it. It's probably one of the nicer stores in the town. Well, Mr. CB's kicking it at the beach. So
Nice. Beach is always nice.
now, is he fishing or crabbing? Is a whole different thing.
Just don't let them push you back into the water.
Yeah. Pancake Boy says he had to leave and come back.
He can keep running, but he's still going to be who he is.
He lives on the beach. He's not doing shit.
Yeah.
Bragger.
Yeah, he lives in a nice little area. So
That's kind of like me there, Rob. I'm Irish-ish. Scotch, Irish, and German.
so you're a mutt.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so am I.
I can't do those things that mutts do, though.
The better question is, have you tried?
Oh, yeah, but my gut gets in the way.
So, yep, this show has just gone downhill real quick.
You are welcome.
We got Rob D looking at lingerie, and we got Moo talking about other things.
Licking his balls. Hey, put that phone under the dressing room door, Rob.
It's empty.
Shit. There it goes.
Oh,
Security, swarm.
right. Security's gonna come beat him down the stairs.
But he's
You might
Irish.
You might want to leave your camera on so you have video evidence of you getting beat in New York.
New York beat down.
Just hear Rob yelling, "I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing."
It was not me. It was the one-armed man.
It was all Moo's fault.
That's right. Where is that guy? I don't know. Oregon?
We got Mr. 402 Outdoorsman jumping in the chat room. So welcome.
He's hitting the water. Been out there fishing?
Yeah.
Yeah, he put up a video of him fishing.
Ooh, I'm going to have to check it out.
Yeah, he's got a great little outdoor show.
I don't think I'm subscribed.
Well, you should be.
Well, I know.
Probably not even subscribed to DM Foss.
Who's that?
Oh, wow. I feel the love tonight.
Well, look at that. That's a perfect woman. No head. She can't bitch at you when she got no face.
So how's the wife treating you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. She just went to visit her parents for the weekend. So, yeah, I'm getting her shallow grave ready as we speak.
For you?
Nah, I got a house of teenagers though, so my pork loin's going in the oven at about 7. It's been raining, so I don't want to put it on the grill.
Oh, are you crying about having to stand in the rain to grill?
Yeah, my dad always said there's only 2 things that melt in the rain: sugar and shit. And he said, I'm not sweet.
Yeah. You know they have this like great invention. It's like $80 at most sporting goods stores, and it comes in like a 10-foot 10 or a 10-foot by 10-foot, and it like pops up and it has a cover.
Oh, my grill's on the upstairs deck. I do have a giant umbrella. I could probably make it work.
Or you could move the grill. Oh wait, are you in an apartment?
No.
I thought you bought a house.
Yeah, I got a new house. Yeah, but we have a walkout ranch or walkout. Well, it's 3 stories actually. It's not a ranch. But on the second story, there's the deck. That's where my grill is. I could make it work, but
Why don't you build a cover, or even get you an awning, an electric awning?
I told the wife we need one of those sunsetter awnings.
Yeah, that's an electric awning.
Phew, those things are overpriced, man.
Oh, for sure.
Overpriced.
Well, actually, I told her, I says, I'm a bushcraft guy, so I could string a tarp up in like 3 minutes. That would look great. Big old blue tarp off the back of our house. That'd be sweet.
You could
Yeah, they got
probably
camouflage tarps. Nobody will even see it.
I just get one of those umbrella hats, like you see at the game.
I see we have Mr. Grim 90 jumping in and the great Warsaw Patriot out in the crowd,
Oh, yeah.
who has been doing an awesome G23 sign. So if you haven't watched those videos, you need to go check them out. Yep. I can't say that I'm not a little biased on it. I might. I think I have a picture.
It looks really cool. He did a really cool job.
Yeah. He's done a really, really good job on those. I guess it works. It works if you open the right one. I just want the image. I don't know.
Samurai guy up there. No, it's one of them. Darth Vader or something. Star Trek thing.
Did he just say the Star Trek thing? Yeah, Darth Vader.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm sure that offended somebody. Thought it was like some Mongolian soldier thing or something until I got around the front and it was some kind of Darth Vader thing. Star Wars, Star Trek, and the Star thing.
We gotta wait just a second. There it's past.
So to boldly go where the Force is with you.
So I did release 2 videos today. Not that long ago. Selfless, shameful promotion.
So what was in them? Anything good?
I did the roll call 600 sub giveaway unboxing.
You got a whole box of shit, man. That was good.
Hell yeah, that was. And then I did my Nighthawk Medic giveaway unboxing, which was $300 Visa gift cards.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You send those care of 2 Live Moo at westmichigan.com.
Yeah.
I'll send you my Venmo.
Don't worry. Let me hand over my headset to the wife, and you can argue with her on who's getting those.
No girls
Both
allowed.
sending to me.
No girls allowed this weekend.
Well, I guess you're violating that because you got a house full of girls.
There's one guy and three girls. I don't know. They're down in the basement by the pool table.
Wow. Rob.
Now, come on now. we can look at that without commenting.
I'm just minding my business.
I would have to change my name to 2 Live Pigs. But I dig it. I'll do it.
Yep.
Damn near out from our lap.
Are you being like really sly and covert with your like you're acting like you're on the phone?
No, I think it's pretty obvious. I've had people staring at me, so I was trying to like keep it to the side, so that's where they decided to stand.
Hey, it's their fault. They walked right in front of my camera.
Well,
I see we are joined out there in the crowd by Mario and Mr. Carolina EDC Reviews.
Oh yeah.
So welcome. Yeah.
Can't you catch up to that, girl?
trying to get me killed.
Come on, you can run faster than that.
Yeah, but he can't outrun his woman.
Exactly.
She might be watching. Be quiet.
She's waiting in line to get in the store. So.
Rob's just hoping he doesn't get beat down on live show.
Yep. Yeah, already got a funny look when I was next to the mannequins.
How's those steel targets holding up, Rob?
Pretty good, actually.
Nice.
Yeah, the cotter pin thing worked out well.
Right on.
Could have done the hose clamp or something, and they kind of stick together anyway. But yeah, so they're good.
I just shot. I ordered that Make It Ring steel, that 3/8 AR500 stuff, and I got 5 different sizes. And dude, I am hooked on steel targets.
How much did you pay for them?
They were cheap. It was like $40.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I had to order the hooks and the little adapter stands that go on the bars. Mm-hmm. And then I went to Menards and bought 3 10-foot sections of conduit, 3/4 inch conduit for, I don't know, it's like $20. And we shot a couple hundred rounds through them, and we were pretty close. I mean, it was 50 yards. They were shooting with 5.56, 450, Bushmaster, 9mm, and I figured there'd be like big old gouges and craters in them and stuff, and it just sheds them like nothing. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I am totally addicted.
Yeah, it'll happen. Pretty much what happened to me, and then I started getting sloppy. Once you hear it hit the metal, you're like, I'm good.
Well, and the thing I found too is, when I got the shoot and see targets out there, you're looking at the little green, neon green splatter, and you're trying to get them all in the middle. And with the 10-inch gong and that, as long as it rings, you're golden. It's like you're laughing like an idiot. It's fun.
But I'd say after a while, try your groups on paper just to see, because like I said, I got a little sloppy and had to jump back and forth because
gotcha.
Paper is less forgiving,
for sure,
visually.
Or
it's definitely fun.
Or just use small targets, because I have.
I
I picked up 3 off of Amazon. It was a 3-pack of 1/2-inch AR 500, and I got a 2-inch, a 4-inch, and a 6-inch.
Yeah, I think my smallest is a 3-inch, I think.
So yeah, I definitely like to shoot at the 4 or 6-inch, and then trying to do the 2-inch. That you're practicing to hit that.
It's humbling, that's for sure.
But if you can hit a 4-inch target, at 50 yards with your pistol, or even 30 yards with a pistol, you shouldn't have any problems being able to put that center mass.
Right. We're shooting the 10 and the 8-inch at about, I want to say, 40 yards with our pistols. And it was me and my buddy. He's got a SIG. I forget what it is. It's a 9mm 226. And I had my Beretta 92. And we're sitting there just ringing them back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It was fun.
We got a challenge out there for you, Rob.
Uh-oh.
It's on your screen.
On your screen. A new or used one?
Both.
Just put the string.
Yeah, I got my daughter here, man.
put the string in the front.
In a town, nobody knows me without my kid, maybe. Okay.
Yeah. He'd have to go to the bathroom and take it off first.
That's funny. No, I don't wear any booty floss.
It's like that. It's like the episode of Friends when Joey was wearing the pink thong.
Oh. Yeah, so I have a custom-made metal stand that I built myself, and I haven't put that on camera yet. I need to go out and do that. Take the wife's new 320 with that SIG Romeo 1 Pro. See if I can. But at least I paid nothing for the stand. I custom built that with all free. The only thing I paid for was this for the, targets. So if I shoot the stand, it's all right. I didn't put any money into it. Rob's on mute because he doesn't want us to hear his woman yelling at him because she caught him.
Nah, he's better than that. She won't catch him.
What I miss? You guys talking crap?
She can outshoot him, but she won't bust him.
Oh.
She's a good shot, though. You gotta admit.
Oh yeah, she's a damn good shot. But what was that?
She's got a good teacher.
She was rocking some shoes that didn't match her pants or her outfit.
Yeah, she was upset that in that video that her shoes were able to be seen because she couldn't. She changed. I don't know. She put on shoes to get all dirty and stuff, not expecting to be on video. So she was like, "Oh, I wasn't expecting that," or whatever. Oh, well, sorry. She was like, "Oh, it's no big deal." And I was like, "Well, I don't see the problem." And she was like, "You don't know girls." And I was like, "Maybe not. I don't know." So whatever. That was basically it.
That's all he's showing off today is people's shoes.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep, that's it. Nothing more.
I see we got Ozzy Osbourne out in the crowd.
Moon with the moon. At the moon.
Hot topic. That's what I was saying.
Oh, There you go. You should go ask a question at the counter.
Yeah.
I can't even get in. There's a line.
Put your shoulder down. Run like a fullback.
I got the bodyguard over there by the door.
Oh,
Guarding the door.
you could take them.
Yeah.
You know, if you were like 6 foot, 350 pounds, they just let you walk wherever the hell you want to walk.
That's called the G23 clause.
They don't get in your damn way. They're like, yeah, no, we're not even arguing with that mofo.
They'd look at me and just offer me a Slim Jim, and okay, I'll stay outside.
And now I'm wishing I didn't leave stash that beef jerky in the car.
Right?
Some
Hey,
lemon pepper beef jerky this time. To give it a try.
Ooh.
Doesn't
Looks
your
good.
wife have some candy?
Shit, now I'm gonna have to do some beef jerky.
Hey, do something for me. So. She got popcorn.
I thought you said that she had those candy suckers
So
that
we
have.
only have one more store. We gotta go all the way
Yep,
down.
my daughter did.
Give her the phone.
No.
No. Then she had my
No.
password and everything.
No, he doesn't want her to be on the live stream because he knows he'd be in trouble then.
Yeah. Sure,
I
I will
bet
be.
I bet when New York woke up this morning, he didn't know he was getting this much shit today.
That's typical.
Hey, Rob, you got a question on the screen.
Mystic wants to know what you're buying her.
I was thinking a spa day for her.
Oh, I bet she needs a spa day.
Something a little relaxing. Yeah. No kids, no snob.
Essential oils.
A nice massage. And
A day
then,
A day
Yeah.
without snob would probably be perfect for her.
Like midnight. Tell Rob to go out to an employee and tell him he wants a candy bar and ask him where the Slim Jims are. Because Slim Jim is a candy bar.
Right there. She says, totally need a spa day.
There used to be a taffy called Slim Jims, and they were the same shape as a Slim Jim.
Really?
Came in a little plastic jar. Yep, they had chocolate, which I really loved, but this was back in the 70s. Chocolate, I think strawberry and vanilla.
Are you talking about those cow tails?
Nope. They were different than cowtails.
Hey now.
I'm just saying, cow tails were good.
Oh yeah. Of course.
But I don't think they made them past the 80s. So.
I kind of remember the 70s. What the fuck is that?
Ammo.
Oh.
You can't tell the ammo dumping out?
Well, it sounded like Doritos.
Oh, we lost Rob.
Oh, he got killed.
COVID got him.
His old lady pushed him over that railing.
Right?
Are you filming my ass again? Smack.
Ozzy says, I'm 6'2", 260. I go where I want. Yeah, exactly.
I will fight you
lost you guys for a minute.
from here. Oh, we thought your old lady threw you over the railing.
No.
Or down the escalator.
Everything just cut out.
Mad Sexy is in the chat, so welcome, Mad. California boy.
Sexiest mad I know.
Yep. There is no reason you need to get my ass into a mall like that. No.
Dude,
If it doesn't have like every
There's a
store
bigger
that
section, for sure. There's
listen.
area where it's all kids and like the whole thing's ropes and stuff above you where you're running around. Normally, kids will be up there swinging and stuff. It's crazy.
Don't kid yourself. Rob is going to capitalize on the mall tour about 8:15 tonight,
Yep.
and by 8:16 they'll be watching movies.
No. I enjoy my capitalization time. Take that nice and slow.
Yeah,
Did you guys watch Yankees chat when he was talking about whacking off the other night?
Yeah,
No.
I saw it.
Oh yeah, he says I was gonna masturbate today, but I might be called to duty, so I don't want to waste it and be like, nah, I don't want that. So, it was kind of funny.
I haven't watched Yankee in a while.
Oh, I have him on in the background. He's a good comic relief. It's kind of funny.
But I've been watching a lot of NEA, but I've been watching a lot of other like small channels. You know, Nighthawk Medic. My small channel. The 402 Outdoorsman. I've been watching a lot of his stuff. Foss, whenever he puts out videos. Carolina EDC puts out a lot of videos. So I've been just keeping up on a lot of the. I got almost 200 channels that I'm following.
Damn.
So have you guys seen this new channel? It's Locked and Loaded Latinos.
Yeah.
On Pornhub?
No,
I saw G-Webs do a short video talking about him, but I haven't watched him yet.
dude, if you got on Sunday evenings, if you got some time, I think it's like about 4 o'clock Pacific time, 7 Eastern. I would definitely check him out.
I caught part of the first one, but I don't know. In the part I caught, they were reciting something in Spanish. And
the First Amendment.
English and Spanish.
The First Amendment. So
Is it like the whole show in Spanish, or just?
Oh no! So at the very end of the night, the way they close out their streams is they're going to recite the amendments in both English and in Spanish, because they're trying to help promote a lot of the 2A to the Latino community. You know, trying to bring some of the Latino community over and help, get our 2A strong,
I think they should have picked a little bit different of a name for the channel instead of Lock and Loaded, since Hank Strange got that, and I know another channel has a similar name, Lock and Load.
Yeah, they should have played more off the Latino. You know, they should have gone more.
Yeah, they should have said Cartel or MS-31 or something like that.
Oh man!
They could have just done like Latino.
Hey, I can say that I'm Hispanic, so
they could have just gone with like Latinos and firearms.
no, they should have said Puta Gringos, something like that. I don't know.
Right.
On cerveza, por favor.
Si, senor.
But
That's all I know.
I see we got Cav Trooper 19D out in the crowd. He's a great guy. So, yep.
You know what? I think we need to come up with some kind of event for a smaller channel like us and do it like once a year like everybody else does.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess we could always just go invade Moo's house. That'd probably be somewhere in the middle of the country.
Yeah, it's got to be somewhere in the middle of the country, somewhere that everybody can come.
Come on over.
Walter Davis is
I'm in
trying to
West
get
Michigan.
something
Come on
the East
over.
Coast.
Well, I mean, you got the East Coast, then you got like Boss and I who are over on the West Coast. You've got Mad Sexy who's over on the West Coast. You got Tactical Pickle who's out on the West Coast.
I don't want to go somewhere that's too damn hot. That's for sure.
Yeah, so like, I mean, if we went and invaded like Two Live Moo, what? He's over. Didn't you just move to?
I'm still in West Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on Lake Michigan. Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah,
we need a place that has like at least 15 acres.
Well, we try to get Gizagari since he's like kind of in the middle.
Yeah, he's out in Missouri or Kansas City, or he's out in Kansas. But that can get really hot and humid out there.
Oh, it's hot and freaking humid right now here.
But we need a place because we need to start. We've talked about this before, but we need to get 2-man teams. So you got one person who's going to have a golf club, a driver, and golf balls, and then the other person is going to have a shotgun. They drive the golf ball, you shoot it.
That's what I want to do with my cannon. Shoot the can up and have somebody shoot it with a shotgun.
Well, see, but if you had golf, if you had like 2 people,
I'm in.
Because when you're driving that golf ball, you don't know if they're going to hook it. You don't know if they're going to slice it. You don't know if it's going to be a low line drive or if it's going to go up in the air. There's so many different equations of it, so you're not just doing, like crazy.
Yeah, if anybody can hit the damn ball.
Yeah.
So 2 teams.
Multiple
shirts and skins. I'll be shirt.
I'm definitely gonna be a shirt because
I'll be shirt with a lot of skin underneath. Just like midnight.
Or we can just divide the channels, East Coast against the West Coast.
Well, doesn't the West Coast hold their guns sideways?
Yeah, I mean,
whatever floats your boat, however y'all want to shoot.
I mean, you've got to get that gangsta lean laid back. You got to have your left hand on your nut, and your gun turned sideways.
Your left hand on your nuts. Oh, Jesus Christ!
You got to get that gangsta shooting right in there.
That reminds me, I got to buy a new do-rag.
Oh, yep. This is so gone straight downhill.
Got to touch up my chest and neck tattoos.
Mad Sexy says, "Nah, we hold them upside down."
You mean your henna?
Your women.
Oh.
No offense, Mystic.
Let's see if I can. That's the one thing with like StreamYard. It doesn't show I don't have a link. It just shows like this. But if I go over to like YouTube, then I can get the link. But then I got to share the screen of the. Well, maybe I can do that.
Bags, boxes. No, this is bad.
Oh yeah, you're screwed. I got OVT at the same time.
No, midnight. It's probably spaghetti. I got a spaghetti catcher just above my belly button.
Oh Lord.
Look at Rob's being all smooth.
That's so cool.
Those chairs all
Just go
wrapped
stand
up
up.
silicone, cellophane or whatever.
Okay,
Can't even
so
get a massage around here.
this is
Thank you.
Ooh, jamming.
the Warsaw Patriot sign that he did for me.
Holy shit.
Yeah, looks good.
So
Good. He can make me one with LED and gold plated
I
letters.
think it's over there a little bit further.
but yeah,
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's got what, 2 videos of him making it? Is it 2
That's-
parts or is it 3 parts?
5.
Oh,
Yep, that is.
Hey, Rob, watch for Karen.
Listen, Linda.
I know, like
Yep.
people be yelling, like watch for Karen or whatever. And my wife's like, "What the fuck are they yelling my name for?"
Oops.
That's funny.
Yeah, I think we're gonna change it to Sheila.
Oop.
Wow.
My
Who we
phone
call-
just died. I wasn't muted, but you can hear you say, "Shut up."
I was gonna say, I thought she said, "What up, bitch?" Damn. Is there gonna be a fight? Turn the cam on.
So you watch for Karen.
Well, turn it up to like 20 or to like 76.
I wonder what Rob has on his right hip.
I don't know. I don't even see Rob's screen.
Well, I think we lost another one.
Oh, he got.
Yeah, I think. Well, I heard him say, "My phone's dead," and all you could hear was "Shut up, bitch." That was the last. That was the last thing I heard.
Don't talk to me like that, will ya?
We got Mr. Nighthawk Medic out in the crowd. Welcome. I was gonna link your video in my video that I did, but I couldn't find it. So I don't know if you made it private or if you had deleted it. But I threw in your channel in that video. So
He threw it in the trash can. Don't worry about
yeah.
it.
I see we got Mr. Walter Davis in the crowd. So, yeah, I did the 2 videos right before I did my live stream. Well, everyone knows. And hey, congrats, man. I see you're up to like 94, 95 subs. So you're getting up there. You're starting to move up the ladder. So yeah. Yeah, I think he had like 70 subs when he did the giveaway.
Did somebody just light a cigarette?
Yes. Camel.
The Turkish blend.
No.
Oh, that's American Spirit.
No. Camel used to have a Turkish blend.
Oh, is that what it was?
I'm not sure if they still have one of the Turkish, if they still have that out there or not.
They do. They still do.
When I was a kid, I worked at a party store. We had 120 different brands of cigarettes.
You tried them all?
I did. The best, not the best one, but the longest name was Benson and Hedges Ultra Deluxe Menthol Light 100.
Here's an idea. Ever thought of doing a video share live stream? Like take turns in chat sharing videos on your live stream.
Like videos from other channels on your live stream? That's what you're saying?
Or like DM Foss have a video he's gonna, wants to show of his.
Promote.
Yeah, like promoting your own or promoting somebody else's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Promote the newest one you just released or something. Probably be an idea.
Yeah. I gotta do some more giveaways.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go cook. I'm gonna try to get this on my cell phone, so I'm gonna bop out, see if it'll work on my cell.
it should.
All right. Well, I'll see you in a sec if it does.
Yep. All you have to do is click that link I sent you in your emails, and it'll take you right to
I gotta
coming back in.
cook some swine. All right, we'll try it out. If I don't see you all fine gentlemen.
Yep. We'll see you in a couple minutes. So yeah, we've got Mr. F and H out in the crowd.
Yo.
But let's see, I have been smoking since I was 14 years old. So, and I'm going on 40.
30 years, huh?
26 years. About.
You say you could fix and turn 40?
Mm-hmm.
Holy moly. I feel old.
I will turn 40 on a very religious Spanish holiday.
Nice. Cinco de Mayo?
December 12.
Oh,
Dia de Guadalupe.
yeah. I don't know about that one.
That's down in Mexico.
Yeah, that's why I don't know nothing about it.
I see we are joined by G23 Ain't Me. Moo's back in the house.
That's why he wanted to switch.
Yep.
Right. It was funny. It asked me what my name was. I'm like, don't I have a name? Maybe not.
No, you have now when if you jump on your mobile, like on Gizzard's chat, it's gonna jump up G23 Ain't Me. and he's gonna go, what the hell is this? So Nighthawk says that he just finished teaching a shotgun class.
Cool.
Oh, nice. Maybe ask him that shotgun question from earlier.
Yeah. So, Nighthawk, would you trade a Canic TP9 SFS? Yeah, I think it's the SFX. I'll have to look it up.
Trade for what?
The Canic TP9 SFX with Burris Fast Fire, Magwell, and 2 mag extensions. He has about $1,000 into it. And a guy wants to trade a Benelli Monterfiltro Black, MOTERFELTRO Black.
Jeez.
Which is about an $800 shotgun.
A little more than that.
No, Defense Dad was saying that it was on sale for $7.99.
Yeah.
And the MSRP that I saw was $9.99.
I mean, that Benelli shotguns, they're good shotguns. I mean,
So Nighthawk Medic says yes. He says it's a $450 pistol, $250 optic, so you like $700. But then you got to think about the magwell and the 2 mag extensions.
Yeah, he said he had about $1,000 into
Yeah.
Canic.
Warsaw says he'd never trade in a Canic. Now that's a good option. He says I would leave the fast fire out. He'd say I'll make the trade, but I'm not trading the optic. I think it's a used Benelli. So well, yeah. Matt says he'll stick with his Model 12 Winchester 12 gauge 1934.
yeah, condition. I've always said in the chat, conditions everything.
Oh yeah. My only thought is I would say no. But so this is for the question was asked by Wheeled and Well Armed. And I don't know if you guys watched his last video where he explains how he became a quadriplegic. So he does have use of his arms and stuff, but it's at a reduced strength and everything. So it's like thinking about how often would he get any kind of enjoyment out of that shotgun.
Well, if that's the case, then yeah, pistol will be better.
So yeah, and if you're not subscribed to Wheeled and Well Armed, I would definitely check him out. He's got a great channel. He's growing, and if you watch his last video, it will definitely get to you when explaining everything that happened and how he became a quadriplegic and his struggles that he had and where it's brought him to today.
It's a pretty good video.
So, yeah. It's definitely one that will bring some emotions out. So,
Yeah, Armed Ape, what you got for sale or swap?
check out Nighthawk Medic. Yep, he's a good guy. And so, Warsaw says, by the way, just so everybody knows, your sign is made out of scrapped pellet wood. So it's recycled wood, you know, repurposed. So, you know. Thank you, Mr. Kingpin. I really got to pay him more. Out here throwing out some great links. There's the link to Wheeled and Well Armed. So, but no matter what, he never throws out his own link so that people can go sub to him. So,
Everything's for sale, Armed Ape. Everything's for sale. How much money you got?
oh, Moo's gone.
He took this on himself out.
Or his cell phone died.
Everybody's down from the COVID.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. So looks like we got Moo back in the house. Hit the wrong button.
Yeah, I'm sitting out on the patio, and I I kind of butt dialed you. Oh, I'm still 23 ain't me.
Yep.
Is that like 23 and me? You know, that DNA test?
All right. I could really go through and I can just change your name.
Change it to whatever you want.
It's gonna be fun.
Oh,
No, it'll be more than $20.
I think I can only do that from mobile. I don't think I can do that from.
Oh, bummer.
Damn.
Sons of bitches.
So there's Mr. Wheeled and Well Armed back in. He says, I'm listening. My family is away for a week and coming home, so he has to clean up. Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah, you better clean that up.
So you got a couple different people that say yes and no, Wheeled, on your earlier question. So
Flip a coin.
yeah, I mean, condition is a lot. You know, how well is the shotgun, stuff like that. You got to think about that. But again, my thought is, how often are you gonna use that shotgun versus how often will you shoot the Canic? You know, which one are you gonna be able to enjoy? If it's for like getting the kids out there and letting them enjoy, you know, then that becomes a question on, do you want to make that trade? But like Nighthawk Medic threw out there was doing the trade, but telling him that the fast fire isn't included. So that's also another option if you want to throw that out there. I see we got Mr. Armed Ape out in the crowd, and Jason Stewart has joined us. So
Yeah, those fast fire optics are nice. My buddy has one on his 44 mag. He shoots deer with it every year.
26 videos. Yes. I see Clover Tech has a new video out. I got Orlando's voice transparency quirking me. He says, just finished reviewing the FMK with a Burris fast fire, and the optic was half the fun of that pistol. I backed out of the trade. The shotgun is for my son. He is 9 years old. The Benelli looks new.
Okay.
I mean, if you would do the trade without the optic, I would say, you know, that would be a good shotgun for your son.
If it's for your son, just do it.
You know, if that's something that your son would enjoy, hell yeah. I would do it in a heartbeat.
Oh, look at my backyard.
You're sideways.
I'm sideways?
That's just him naturally.
He's been drinking all morning. He's down. Moo is down.
I didn't start till like 1.
Was that Bigfoot back there?
Say what?
Was that Bigfoot just walked back there?
Chupacabra.
Oh.
Not too shabby.
Yeah. Now, can you shoot back there? Do you have your own shooting range already set up?
You mean for like center fire?
For anything. So if I bring over a Barrett 50, can I sit right where you're sitting and fire off a couple rounds?
Nope.
Fire till the cops come.
My air gun will. I do have a deer feeder back there. I don't know. You probably can't see it.
Oh, so you're baiting.
No, it's a turkey feeder.
so you're still baiting.
Master.
So he brings them in and then jumps off the deck and grabs them, wrestles them.
Yeah, I don't wrestle no more. Uh-oh. Did you lose me?
No, you're still there.
Yeah, we lost you. Can't hear you.
Yeah, I can't hear you. What'd you say?
So, I guess Walter Davis had a friend that passed away, and the guy's wife was trying to trim down the collection. Armed Ape is all kinds of interested. Get you some, Armed.
Can never have too much.
No. Yeah. Had the wife looking at a Taurus Raging Hunter in 44 mag.
Worst up Patriot's gonna take a nape. So have a nice nape.
Yeah, he's gonna go take a nap. So yeah. Yep. I have one.
So G23, are you gonna do a video on that new pistol you got for your wife?
I have one. I have a couple of them on my phone. I just haven't actually switched them over to the computer and edited them and all that stuff.
You better get on the ball.
I've had them for over a week on my phone.
We can't watch it from your phone. You gotta put it on YouTube.
Oh, I know what he was saying. He has one because I was talking about the Taurus Raging Hunter. So, I was showing the wife a Taurus Raging Hunter 44 mag, dual tone. It had a black barrel, stainless steel, like grip, the frame and cylinder, and then black handle.
Okay.
And she's like, "Ooh, that looks nice." But what draws me back is it says it's lightweight. So I'm thinking that 44 mag, is she going to have any kind of fun, shooting a 44 mag through there if it's a lightweight, like an air weight for Smith & Wesson?
Yeah.
Moo's back. Maybe.
Jeez, oh Pete.
You drop your phone off the deck?
No, I'm retarded.
You're sideways again.
Hang on.
So Nighthawk Medic says that the recoil is eaten up a lot in that Ruger Raging Hunter that you were looking at. So if you were thinking about getting that 44 mag, it might not be a bad idea. Some 22?
Jesus. Going dizzy here.
Jeez Louise.
He's gonna cause us to have the spins.
Gotta cut him off. You don't have too many.
So
Don't boss me, Carolina.
he says the porting on the barrel helps. So
Yeah. Sorry, I was putting the pork loin in the oven, actually.
she's not a first-time revolver shooter. She shot the judge. So, yep. She has definitely shot the judge a couple times. So, getting emails.
Oh, we're back outside.
Got the doggy? Got the doggy?
Come on. What are you doing? Goof.
So the shit door is too hot.
I think she's catching my stupid. Come on.
No, she like, it's a lot better in here. It's too hot outside.
No, she loves being outside. She'll lay out in the sun like a cat.
So, Nighthawk will probably be joining us. I just sent him a link, so
That's
we'll
too
get him in here. But
Y'all seen those videos? I think it was today about the protesting in Chicago where they're trying to take the Columbus statue, and the cops was trying to protect it, and people just throwing a bunch of bottles at the cops.
they've been doing that like all over different places. Welcome, Nighthawk Medic. How's it going?
Hey guys, it's going great. Hey, I'm just listening to Carolina there. I've got a couple of buddies that are in law enforcement up in that area, and yeah, they're real tired of it. Like real tired of it is in retiring and doing something else for a living. Tired of it.
Yeah,
That's pretty much everybody that I know is in law enforcement. Even my brother, and he just recently became a deputy sheriff.
yeah. There's a lot of them that are, taking early retirement or just walking away from the job, and it's like, okay, well, that's gonna suck because there's gonna be a lot more crimes that are gonna start popping up. So hopefully a lot more people realize they better have something 2A friendly to protect themselves and protect their loved ones.
Yeah, I don't even want to think about what the world will become if we start to lose law enforcement. The concept of moving to an anarchist society or the Wild West does only exist in a much smaller population as even anything resembling a stable form of life. You have larger cities would very quickly rip themselves to pieces.
Yeah. See, but in my area, like in the area I'm in, it's really, really like conservative, and a lot of the law enforcement is pretty great. I mean, I've never had any kind of interaction with any of them that was less than positive. So
Walter Davis is talking about that 911 call commercial, and Walter, I think you're absolutely on point. Uh, Inherently, once you lose a structure, it does not take long for civilization to kind of fold up on itself. You need three things to maintain a civilization. You need a common goal, you need a moral standard, and you need a direction to go or a direction to travel. And we've actually pulled our common goal, and the moral standard has begun to drop. So next couple of years will be very, very insightful.
yeah, Defense Dad says just look at Atlanta. That's all you need to see for an example. All you got to do is look at what happened in Seattle in the CHOP or Chaz or whatever you wanted. That was a very short period lived, but there was 3 public murders that, a lot of people were, brought out to light. Multiple people raped, robbed, extorted.
We actually had a group of us on Facebook. It was about 3,400 veterans that were going to head down to CHOP and take the zone back. They started up about 2 weeks before CHOP was shut down. It was the American Patriots retake the Seattle occupied zone, and
Yep.
OAN, one news network, had actually initiated it. And what, a week and a half later, it was shut down. So there's a standing joke among some of us that were chief supporters of that the moment that a group of veterans was headed out there, they chickened out and shut down.
Well,
Seattle mayor didn't want us doing her job for her.
well, I know Douglas Ducote on YouTube had put out a deal saying that him and some veterans were going to go up there, and he actually gave a date, that they were going to be there.
July the
Which,
4th.
yep, they were going to go on Independence Day. So they were heading up there to take it back. So,
Well,
and then,
we'll see what happens in Portland.
Yeah, Portland, 51 days so far. And then the mayor of Portland and the governor Turd Brown are telling the feds that they can't go and arrest people inside Portland. If you commit a crime on federal property, they can chase you wherever the hell they want. And if they declare that you're a terrorist organization, which the president has declared Antifa a terrorist organization, he can send the federal government in to go and arrest people. And so, like, a bunch of them are like, oh, yeah, you got to watch out for those unmarked minivans and plainclothes feds that are jumping out of vehicles and snatching people. So now they're calling them snatcher vans.
Well, I think that if I threw a Molotov cocktail at a federal building, I wouldn't call it being snatched. I'd probably refer to myself as a moron and call it being arrested.
Yep. Oh, they what was it? They were showing on the news that there's a female that was, oh yeah, one of my buddies, he had a black hood thrown over his head. He had zip ties, he was zip tied and a black hood thrown over his head, and he was thrown into the back of a minivan, all because he, like, I forget what he did, assaulted an officer. You put your hand on a federal officer, you're done. Don't go past go. Don't collect $200. Go on to jail. We're not playing Monopoly here.
No. Walter actually brought up a point that I've heard debated here a lot recently. He said he didn't see the point of going to a liberal city to take it back. There it is. So one of the things that's been kind of conceptually building in people is, so if you live in one of these places, you are financially backing your own enslavement. And I mean that from the standpoint of removal of your rights, financially contributing to people that are definitively going to deny you your free speech. And so, Wheeled and Armed is talking about being in the suburbs and the value of his stuff going up because the PD is there. We actually have to look where we live as patriots right now and decide if we are financially supporting this domestic terrorism, and are we financially supporting politicians that are going to take away our freedoms? Because at this point, the fights kind of come down to where you're going to stand in the end.
So, I don't know if you guys remember the, was it 1710 to Paris? It was a movie not that long ago, based on 4 military guys that were on vacation. They were on a train heading to Paris, and there was a knife attack.
I remember the event. Yeah, I didn't see the movie.
So one of those guys that was actually involved in that lives in my area, and he's running for office, and you know, I've heard him speaking and everything, and he's a great guy, and so hopefully he pulls it out this time. He ran for like city council a couple of years ago, but there was so many other competition that was there, and he was kind of not so. I mean, he was known for what happened, but not very well known, I guess, in the community.
Yeah, one of the things is Americans need to start voicing their displeasure and their support of people that are effectively doing things against what's going on right now. So you've started to see governors and congressmen and senators who are speaking out against the problems right now. And so ultimately, if we begin to voice our support in whatever methodology we can, email, obviously the big one is voting, but Twitter feed, support and things of that nature, as they start to see more affirmation that it's okay to be conservative, it's okay to be a Republican in public, and it's okay to stand up for your values, they'll become more brave. And the truth of the matter is that for a while now, the only group that was talking to them was these very far extreme left groups. The only group that was pestering about things were these far extreme left groups. So the more we do to communicate and to show ourselves as interested members of the community and to support folks like that young man, the greater chance we have of making an impact and kind of turning this around a lot.
There was 6 people that were involved. 4 of them were American soldiers. One of them was a Brit, and one of them was a Frenchman. And only the 4 American soldiers and the Brit were like recognized. The Frenchman decided that he did not want to go public, and he refused France's highest honor to be bestowed on him because he didn't want his name out there. So there is that part of the which I did not completely know all of that. So we have a rental place that rents out, like genie lifts, boom lifts, and stuff like that. They do some of the your scissor lifts and stuff. They have some more of the industrial backhoe rentals and stuff. And they have a sign out there, which is what a lot of us feel in the 2A community about if you want to give up your rights for for a little bit of safety, then you deserve neither.
Thomas Jefferson.
Yep. So, and they have that on their board for everybody to read. And that's, and that's their sentiment that they're putting out there. This is, and this is what our business is standing behind. We're going to, stand behind the rights of the citizens,
Well, and I think that when you look at it, we've reached a point where if you go as simple as dividing us by left and right, which I know is not the case,
Yeah.
we're varied across the the spectrum. But if you go as simple as dividing us by left and right, the lifestyle at this point that the left wants and the lifestyle that the right wants are so adversarial to one another that neither can live comfortably or happily under the regime of either leadership. And so, when you do that in a country, when you get to that point in a country, you start to reach the point where some type of very ugly divide will happen. So you either begin to voice your support of one side or the other, or your voice is lost forever in the crowd. And there's an old saying that voting is the way of making your voice heard. Yes and no, that's true. So for the first time in recorded history, electoral candidates are actually going to be punished if they do not vote the way their people say for them to vote. So I don't know if you guys and gals know this, but there were multiple electoral candidates during the last election who voted away from the vote that they were told to do by their people.
Yeah.
So,
and it's because they've been able to get away with it for so long that they were never held accountable. And
right.
now it's coming down to the sand, there's the line drawn in the sand that says, you know what, it's either you're going to start representing us or you're going to be gone.
Yep. And I think that, in my mind, is starting to represent that division that we have as Americans. So really kind of getting everybody together and rallying people, saying to people, hey, come join, make your voice heard. You're important. You have value, is a key within every community right now, the gun community, as well as people who talk about their First Amendment rights and things of that nature. Hey, Taco.
I see we are joined by Mr. Tacos and French Fries. Welcome.
Look forward to seeing that.
Yeah, if I see the link, I will definitely. I'll throw that up and we'll watch it. Actually, I'll have to pull up YouTube in a side window.
One of my viewers the other day asked me to review a pepper spray for her, and I've never done anything outside of my channel, basically being a gun channel, but I did a review on a pepper spray for her that included putting it in high wind and testing its anti-blowback capability. Gel can be blown by wind, ladies and gentlemen. Be very careful with it.
Now,
Medic.
in that pepper spray, did you test one that would have like UV, so that it could be seen under black light if it was actually sprayed on somebody?
So that I have that. That's the home defense version of it. The stuff this is Saber, is this pepper spray. I bought on Amazon both of the Saber canisters. So the one canister is this portable one that has a belt or a jogger mount, and the other one is a larger home defense setup that includes that UV dye on it. But the hand stuff is just gel. It doesn't have the UV dye in it.
Yeah, I really like that the UV dye, so that you can also tell the officer, hey, yeah, I pepper sprayed this person, even if you don't, able to, they can, hey, this person's got the dye on them. So, well, let's pull up that video. I have it on cue.
I can shut down my other one now. We can watch it here.
Yes, that is a nice.
Yeah,
What did I miss?
that muzzle brake is insane.
I know that was a pretty awesome muzzle brake on there. Welcome, Buck.
Hey, everybody.
What's going on?
Howdy, howdy.
So we were just playing Warsaw latest video. We're at the shooting range.
Oh, okay.
He says that thing was literally moving my phone. The rifle is a Springfield Saint Edge. Looked like a pretty nice. I definitely like that front vertical grip that was on there. Was that a Magpul? Welcome, Clover. You popped up just in time to watch the Warsaw video.
Gotta smell something.
Something burning? Or
Lucky Charms.
Warsaw, have they done more work on the Saints? There was a lot of reports early on of them malfunctioning, even with standard 5.56 NATO style ammo.
it looked like a nice.
Go ahead.
That looked like a really nice front vertical grip. Might be something I might have to look at getting for my KSG.
It looks like the the front grip on a Thompson. That's nice.
It's his friend's rifle. So what was that question you were about to ask before I started talking about the vertical grip?
I was going to ask him. So early on when the Saints came out, I actually personally witnessed 5 or 6 different malfunctions with them, including one where the rifle actually pulled the cartridge off of the case and dumped powder through the barrel. They did all sorts of weird stuff when they first came out. I was just wondering if anybody was still seeing malfunction with them like that. I stayed away from the rifle for that very reason.
I probably would have stayed away from the rifle also if I saw the malfunctions like that. But seeing in that video what I saw, it didn't seem like there was any malfunctions. But again,
If I ever want to see somebody or know a review of a firearm before I even look into it, I just watch Smack. He always finds something wrong with something.
Yeah,
he'll definitely break something.
I've only had one review pistol malfunction on me, and it was the Mossberg G1C, and it was so bad that I felt awful reviewing it. I tried to be a little nice, thinking that maybe I just had a bad pistol, but man, it was terrible.
What kind of issues you had?
It was like having a bolt-action pistol. So the pistol came with a disclaimer that it required 500 rounds break-in. So, on a modern polymer, a 500 round break-in is insane because Mrs. Housewife is probably going to buy that thing and set it next to her bedside and not shoot it. but once a month if you're lucky, right? And so I took it, put it through its 500 round break-in, and it was like having a bolt action pistol. I kept having just horrible malfunctions with it. And
they should have sold that thing with some 500 rounds with it.
Yeah, that's what I said. And back then, a 9mm was pretty cheap. So I finally said, I'm going to have to do the video on it at the 500 round mark. And so I did the review on it. And literally, I do my intro. And my intro is always the same. You know, I turn and load a magazine and shoot a target from about 12 to 15 yards out. And I loaded the weapon, went to cycle or start the magazine in, and the weapon malfunctioned again. The slide wouldn't come forward. So I'm like, man, forget it. I'm just starting this video by trashing on this weapon. And it malfunctioned 8 different times during the video. It was just bad. I sent it back to Mossberg and they sent it back, and it never worked right. I ended up, there's a guy I know who actually wanted to try one. And I said, look, man, full disclosure, I'm going to sell this thing to you for $150 because it does not work. This is not a running weapon. And he still took it. I'm waiting for an M2C2 to come in so I can review it.
Yeah.
So Warsaw says, not to my knowledge, rifle operated just fine. It was great, 0 issues.
Well, that's good to hear. I'd like to get a hold of a Saint. Thank you, Warsaw. I appreciate that, man. That was an awesome video.
Yeah. That was definitely a nice looking, range session. Great looking rifle.
So, Nighthawk, quick question. Assuming that you have a lot of firearms, what would you recommend for a first-time buyer if they want to get either an AR, buy it outright, or build one?
A first-time buyer?
Yeah.
I would ask, what is your ability to follow directions?
Yeah.
I've got 30 or 40 friends over time who've asked me that same question, and they've been looking to get into an AR-15. Over the last 2 or 3 years, that's a common question. And one of the ones that I know personally that's run really well, I bought 10 AR-15s over the course of the last 3 years. And the one that has been consistent and really has not given me any problem is the Sport series, the Sport 2 by Ruger. And as far as looking at an AR style rifle that a new person could get into, and kind of comes with everything you need, the M&P Sport 2 is really going to be where I would start them at, unless they're the kind of human being that already has a basic technical skill or can follow directions very well, and then I would say build a rifle, right?
Yeah.
But those things, I've got 2 of them, and they just run. They're not at the point yet where I would put them up with my Colts, though. My Colts, I've got a couple of Colts that are, 10 plus years. And so ultimately, I'd say get them in an M&P Sport 2, start them there and see how they do, and then teach them how to build a rifle.
If the Sport 2, is that the one with or without the forward assist?
It has a forward assist.
Okay.
So,
good night, Walter.
Have a good night. Enjoy some dinner. And maybe we'll see you later or see you next week. So, you're welcome, Warsaw. Just because I showed it doesn't mean everyone can't go back and rewatch it on his channel and thumb it up and leave a comment.
That means he's going to send you a bill later.
Yep.
G23. You just make the check to G23 Productions.
Yep.
Marketing service.
Well, enjoy. And I'll email you after the show.
I don't know, EDC. What's your? Every time I see your picture, I try to figure out what that AR is. What are you wielding in that picture?
That's my 10.5-inch pistol.
Roger that.
Yeah, 10.5 is my favorite. Especially in 300 blackout. Everybody says, 8.5 or be the best barrel length for 300 blackout, but 10.5 is pretty good to me.
Hey, Faust, you can get in on that. What size is your 300 blackout you just got?
7.5.
Yeah, everybody says 7.5, 8.5. I can't remember which one is the perfect.
Well, I built it for one specific task. It sits in the closet by the front door, and it's to, if needed be, handle a problem at the front door. So I wanted very short, and I'm getting a can for it, so that'll lengthen it more. But I wanted to keep it tight because that's a hallway right there, and I wanted to be able to turn if I need to turn or maneuver.
Yeah.
Because I probably would have gone longer in other, if I had other reasons to have it. Just because basically that round is making one turn before it leaves that barrel.
Okay.
What is it? They say 8 inches or 8.5 inches is full powder burn on a 300 blackout.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, but I always hear 8.5 is the perfect length for 300 blackout.
I've been watching a lot of chrono videos on these shorter barrels, and I don't know. I'm still at about a 10-inch barrel on anything. Even my carbine, 9mm carbines, we got a Diamondback carbine. I like to be as close to 10 inches on those velocity-wise. But, if you're talking about point-blank range at the door, yeah, 7 works great. Heck, 3 works great. You can use the unburned powder as a secondary self-defense piece.
I wanted something that was around that basically if I hit you, it's going to stop you.
Oh yeah.
And whether you've got armor on, I don't care. I don't care about over penetration. I am going to stop a threat right there, right now. Whereas, like with a 223, it can do that, but you hear stories of guys getting shot and then it takes them a while to bleed out. So I almost went 450 Bushmaster, but I thought maybe that's a little too much.
As a former combat medic, I've seen 5.56 go right through somebody, and that's a realistic concern at close range. One of the reasons, I can't remember where I read it, so forgive me on a quote here, but one of the reasons that they retired the 9mm was that they got over penetration in some scenarios, particularly in a carbine style weapon like your MP5s and things of that nature. And so I'd be curious to see if we see a resurgence of, heavier carbine style rifles. I like a 40 cal in a carbine. I like a 357 even in a carbine would be a neat setup.
If I get a carbine or pistol type pieces, PPC or whatever you call it, pistol carbine, whatever, I like to have one of those vectors, Chris Vectors in 45.
I kind of want a 10mm one, but that's a lot of money going out real fast.
Yeah,
when you shoot them.
Yeah, a divorce is an expensive thing. I try to moderate my my firearms purchases. I have about a $1,500 a month budget that I use because divorce is more expensive than that.
Oh yeah.
Answer's going to take 50% of those rifles, those firearms.
Yeah. what I don't do on my channel is talk about my collection of World War II and World War I stuff, and I've got a lot of Great War stuff too. And those things are my second children now that my child is an adult. I would be very sad to see those go.
I bet.
Now, have you thought about putting all your guns into a trust?
You know, I've heard people talk about that. My lawyer is one of those fellas that I pay to be paranoid for me, so I don't have to be. And he's kind of told me that there's some issues with that. I don't know who's got better experience. I had him look into it. He's the guy that gets me out of trouble every time I do something stupid. So I trust his judgment. Who's got experience with the trust, though? I don't want to poo-poo on it with zero experience.
Yeah, I don't.
I've heard some good things about, the trust situation, but then also I've heard some bad things about the trust situation. Now, I know when you buy a can or a suppressor or silencer or whatever you want to call it, you have to set up a trust.
Yeah.
For that specific item.
Well, you can do different kinds of trusts. I did just
The individual.
through Silencer Co. I did a single shot trust, so it's just for that can that I bought. But you can do other kinds of trusts, which you can put more items in.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of different tricks with everything going on right now. I kind of like there to be some mystery around my gear.
The only thing I was looking about as setting up a trust for was, so say you have 10 kids.
Good God.
You don't own a single gun if you have 10 kids.
Yeah.
You have an H&R partner and something in 22 is what you have if you have 10 kids.
Okay, well, if you say you have 3 kids,
So who are you going to give the high point to?
Right.
He's going to bury that one.
Yep. That one's going with me. That's gonna be on my hip when I get buried. No. If you had them all your firearms and everything in a trust, then you don't have. They wouldn't be able to like fight over. Okay, well these guns are gonna be mine. Whatever. They all stay in the trust, and you just have an executor of that trust, so that people can, your family members can check the guns in and out and still be able to use them. But they're still all this way, kind of they stay in the family, but they're not, dividing the family.
Well, Nighthawk Medic Jr., female type, she is just as much of a gunner as I am, so I don't think there'll be an issue between her and my wife. I've got it. Everybody's firearms are separated by who bought them in my family. So everybody's 4473s are in line as far as who originally purchased the weapon. And then as far as my inheritance, I've already actually leveled that out. But I don't know. Every family has a different process or where they are in their relationships. So I don't know if that would work for everybody.
I see we've lost Faust.
Yeah, I'm on the desktop, so my stuff's pretty stable right now. Cell phones don't last long.
So what do you carry as an EDC, Nighthawk?
So I'm actually very vocal about this, and it gets a lot of hate, but I love it. I carry a Glock 19 Generation 5. It is modified in a couple of ways for my hands, not as far as the internal workings of the weapon, but it's modified for my hands in a couple of ways. I've been carrying since the Generation 3, and as far as a weapon that I can depend on and have used and depended on, that's kind of my bee's knees. I like the Glock 19. How about you, buddy?
Sorry, my internet went down for a second. Back on the trust that we're talking about.
Yep.
I've thought about it. I've been thinking about it just because my wife doesn't want anything to do with any of the firearm stuff. And so all my stuff will go to my brother-in-law. And so I've thought about putting them all in a trust to make it easier to transfer them to him, where he doesn't have to go through all the background check on each of the stuff. Having him on the trust.
Make him like the executor of the trust.
Well, just on the trust, so he can, have access. Or if something happens to me, then he's the person on the trust.
Yeah.
So they can go to him. But, it's just a different reason to have a trust.
Looking at it as a standpoint of somebody still internally in the family, that makes sense. Looking at, I hate the thought of a third party, however, having control. I don't know about the rest of you, but some large parts of my collection are things that grandchildren have said, or family have said, "Oh, well, just take that down to the pawn shop and sell it." Go ahead. Sorry.
That's why I would set up the trust, is so that they always stay in the trust and they cannot be sold out of that trust.
Well, I wonder, what's the stability of the trust organization versus your family, right?
Well, for my stuff, I mean, it's all new stuff. I don't have any antique or collectible stuff. And I told my brother-in-law, you can have it all. Keep them, sell them. I don't care. I won't be there.
Right. You can't take it with you. I'm hoping that most of my collection will teleport through history with my family and other families when I'm gone. I've got a lot of stuff that, as far as World War I and World War II, that carries not only historical significance, but also has paperwork to support the history behind it. I've got a Lithgow Enfield sniper here that I actually bought from the man who used it. And so there's a lot of good history that kind of reminds us of where we come from with those weapons, that I'd like to see them travel through time for other generations together.
No.
Yeah, and that provenance can be hard to come by. So
it's really hard to come by.
Yeah.
See, like, if you have a trust, the way I understand it, you can name an executor, or you can name, all your people that are on that trust and have access to that. And all that's going to do is prevent, say, Joe Bob from being able to take it down to the pawn shop and sell it.
Yeah.
So, without having, everybody that's involved in that trust, agreeing that, yeah, we can sell that one rifle, or we can sell that one pistol, and then the executor, whoever you name as the person in charge of that trust, it's just like, the executor of your will, it's who's the person that's going to be, dispensing your stuff when you're passing, once you've passed,
Yeah, that's an interesting concept. I think what my lawyer got bugged about was we don't know about how the stability of these organizations work yet, right? Most of them conceptually are not, particularly in where I live, are not old organizations. You know what I mean?
Well, you could set it up kind of, you wouldn't have to use like an organization. You could always just have your attorney draw up all that kind of stuff, and put all this stuff into, so it's all recognized by the court system.
Yep. But you know what? I'm just going to have to live forever at this point, G23, because thinking about my family dealing with, I'm standing in my armory right now looking at 7 safes thinking to myself, God love these poor people that have attached themselves to my life and my addiction.
Yeah. Luckily, my wife does like the firearms. She may not like my KSG. That'd probably be the one thing she'd get rid of real quick. Maybe my black powder 50 cal that I have. She might get rid of that. And I've got to get that one. I've got to get that one evaluated and find out, what its value is.
Is it an old one?
It's pre-60s. It's a Connecticut Valley Arms, made in the USA, and it's a sub 1000 serial number.
Ah, it's been taken care of well.
Yes, and I've looked at a lot of them that are, out and about, that are like up for sale at auction sites and stuff. And you're talking about the lowest number that I've seen roll across like auction blocks is in the like 9,000 serial number. 8 to 9,000 is the lowest. And all of those are then made overstate or overseas, and they're like not the USA barrels.
Right.
And so mine's all USA barrel and everything. And I can't really I haven't been able to find out a whole lot of information about it.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. There's not a tremendous amount, but you could probably dig a bit. Really, everything is worth what its purchaser will pay for it, right?
Yep.
One of my hobbies is restoring old World War II rifles, and I got on a Lee Enfield kick for a while, and I actually picked up for $220 a long branch, a Canadian Lee Enfield long branch. Brought it home. It had been sporterized to the devil and back. Got on eBay, and somebody had a parts, like every part I needed. So basically, they had everything but a receiver and a trigger group for a Canadian long branch on there. And we bid on that up to $450, about 6 of us. And so I ended up taking a $220 rifle and turning it into a cost-wise $700 rifle. But again, everything is worth what its purchaser will pay for it, right?
Yep. So Moo had to run off. Dinner was done. So if you guys aren't subscribed to 2 Live Moo, he does do some content every once in a while, but he's a pretty good guy. Out in a lot of chats.
I am in the Moo now.
So he's a pretty good guy. Yep. So yeah, that I can't even. Let me pull up my. I know I have some pictures of that black powder. I sent some to Clover so that maybe he could kind of.
Yeah, email me a picture. I'd love to look into it some. I spend a lot of time playing with that.
Yeah, I picked it up for dirt cheap.
Yeah.
I mean,
black powder for me is I use the TC Strike, It's very, very simple. It's all composite. It's not. I don't like taking a wood hunting rifle out if I can help it in the modern world, because you don't have to have your hunting rifle be that high maintenance. I like it. It's break action. It does everything I need it to do. I'll be right back.
So, Falls, how do you like that sight you put on the red dot?
I like it so far, but I've only played around with it. I haven't taken it to the range.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I got the same thing.
Yeah, that was the first red dot that I've tried, and so I was a little concerned that when you're looking through the tube that your focus would focus only through the tube, but it's just playing around with it. There's not a huge difference between the red dot and a RMR. I think you still, if you shoot with both eyes open, you still have a good field of view outside of the sight. If that makes sense.
It makes sense to me.
But like you were saying, the dials on them are pretty tight.
Yeah, a friend of mine got one too, and he asked me to check mine, and mine was stiff too. So I guess it's all of them are like that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's if there's a seal, waterproofing seal, or if they just made them tight so you can't accidentally bump them to a different setting.
But besides that, shit, everything works good on mine. I like it.
Yeah.
Still looking for.
Have you taken your shooting, Buck?
Yeah, well, I took it down there with Ghost when we had that fun shoot. Now, hell, I was hitting like 100 yards dead center. And then we took it all the way out to about 237, I think it was. Hitting right dead center.
So
yeah.
It held at zero pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see that is a sub 300 serial number.
You ever shoot that one much?
No, I have not. I haven't even taken this one out to shoot yet because I'm still trying to find out as much as I can find out about it.
I would like to get into black powder, but I have no idea where to start.
Well, I would start with a modern black powder.
Buck, what area of the country do you live in? Just give me general region.
Arkansas.
Okay, so I would literally go down to a sportsman's shop, just like he's saying, and I would buy a brand new black powder rifle, something new, and use that as my starting rifle. But there is so much information on what you need to get started on the internet right now that is on point that you could probably go out and start just from that. Another thing, when I started in black powder, I attached myself to a hunting club and joined that hunting club and got to talking to the black powder guys there a lot. It's just kind of like getting into firearms for the first time. You just kind of have to dive in, and once you do, it's a sick addiction.
Yeah, so is everything else dealing with guns.
So,
Yep.
so this right here is a nice little spot for your primers. You can throw your primers right here.
Ah, that is nice.
And then you've got your, I mean, this is nice 50 cal black powder.
Yeah, they got a 50 cal black powder gun up here at one of my local gun stores. It's got the silencer built into it. I was thinking about getting that one.
See, this is what I was talking about. If you go here, you're talking sub 300 on that serial number.
That's nice.
Made in the USA stamped on there. Connecticut Valley Arms. Black powder only. 50 cal. And if you look at the wood, that's all original. I mean, it's got intricate. I mean, it's got your brass here, brass inlay. The sights look really nice. This is your other side. Got more brass inlay. Your rear sight.
Yeah, that's a nice rifle. Hey, be safe, brother.
So, what is a rough guess that you think I would have paid for that?
Well, in my area of the world, black powder rifles are cheap. We'd have paid $250 for that locally.
Yep. New York Outcast says he is alive, so he didn't get beat down on the parking lot.
He has a pulse. Outstanding.
Moo says, I've been black powder hunting for 30 years.
So apparently, Buck, the place to start is Moo.
Right?
Yeah, I had to catch up with him then on midnight chat one night.
Yep. Yeah. I picked that up for $100.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, you can't go wrong there.
I mean, you get a sub 300 serial number on that, and looking it up, you know, I can't find anything else out there that's anywhere near that goes up for sale. And I've watched a lot of your auction sites that deal, because there's not many of them that deal with Connecticut Valley Arms.
Well, I think you got a deal on that. That is a gorgeous rifle. I just don't. We don't really. So black powder around here is so hit or miss because you never know whether or not they've cleaned them properly. You know what I mean? So you have to do a full inspection of the rifle when you look at it and make sure it's not corroding anywhere, make sure it's been taken care of properly. They don't have a great resale value where I am.
That has zero rust on there. The brass is still shiny brass. You know,
Awesome.
And you know, the guy I got it from, I think he said he shot it like 6 times.
Safe Queen.
A wall hanger.
Have you shot it?
I have not. I have not taken that out, shot it yet, because I mean, it's like I don't want to screw anything up, especially when that could easily be $1,000 rifle. So yeah, I want to take it out and have it appraised and stuff by people that know more. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a good call.
I mean, if it's a $200 rifle, I'm taking it out and I'm gonna put some black powder through it and I'm gonna have some fun.
Heck yeah, shoot it.
I'm gonna do what it's intended to do. But you're talking, if it's a $1,000 rifle, or something like that, then it's probably going to go up for auction.
Everything is worth what its purchaser will pay for it.
Exactly. So
what's everybody got coming up?
Well, I have a couple videos that I got to get out there. The unboxing and first shots out of the SIG P320 RXP X Compact. So
that'll be fun.
I've got the video shot and everything. I just need to edit it and get it up online.
I've got 4 new guns to evaluate and 2 that I cannot get my hands on to save my life right now.
What are you looking at?
Trying to get the PSA 9 right now.
Oh, everyone's trying to get that.
Yeah, I know.
Good luck. If you got
them a letter that I'll pay more than MSRP. Send me one. And the other one that I'm trying to get my hands on, of course, is the MC2C, that's been kind of tricky to get here locally. I'm going to have to. I try to do local whenever possible and support local business, but I'm probably going to have to order that one online and FFL it. I've got 2, a Taurus and an SCCY here that I had channel requested to do evaluations on, and I feel dirty. They are such awful little guns ergonomically, but here's what's crazy. So I have yet to buy a Taurus that would not run, and the SCCY runs as well as any high dollar auto that I have. So, I mean, you can't argue with results. I tell people, don't be a gun snob.
Like the gun snob.
You're right.
That's all right, Rob. You couldn't find any. You struck out finding some ammo, but I picked up 150 rounds of Blazer 124 today.
I've been reloading like a madman.
I missed it by 15 minutes, maybe less. The guy who was in the store in front of me bought a whole case of 124 grain.
Ugh.
And there was 3 boxes left, so I bought all 3 left.
So your gun shop don't have a limit?
No limits. Whatever your pocketbook can afford.
Mine does. 2 boxes per customer.
Yep. Nope. Ours is if you got the money, you got the ammo.
Which I think is fair that way, so everybody around here can get a little bit of ammo.
Yeah. The guy who bought it was in a semi, so he bought it, and he bought a red dot scope for his newly acquired AR-9 pistol. So
That
That's
is
cool.
nice.
he was looking for some backup sights, and the shop had some rear ones, but they didn't have any front sights. And I told him to look up some UTG metal, because he wanted metal sights, and I told him to look up some UTGs. They're nice little pop-up sights.
Yeah.
Travis P11 has a couple of them on his. So
Yeah, I think my next purchase is going to be the Hellcat.
I never even did a video on the one they sent me. It tried to break my hand every time I pulled the trigger on it. My hand is exactly the wrong size for how that weapon works ergonomically. Shot great. I was miserable shooting it.
Huh. Yeah, my gunshot got 3 of them. 3 versions of it. The one with the already comes with the red dot. The one from SIG Zero, I think it's the Zero.
Hmm.
And then they got one without it, and then one just basic, no armor cut on it on the slide. So then they all gonna be FDE.
Roger that. Yeah, because they didn't round the back of that or give adjustable back straps on it. So my thumb, where my thumb connects to the palm of my hand, is like a chicken wing. I've got a grip like a grizzly bear. So that pushes my thumb just in the right position, where when that weapon recoils, it smacks my first joint on my thumb. And it is miserable. The weapon cycled perfectly. It ran great, but I didn't want to bitch about it, so I didn't do a video.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, my local gun show has those 3, and I held them. It feels pretty good in my hand. I guess my hand's not that big, but about medium size. So only time will tell when I get one and see how it shoots.
Yeah, I think that there's already a video of the first self-defense shooting with that weapon out.
Really?
Yeah, it's already been used in a self-defense stand. What was the name of that channel that I've been subscribed to it forever?
Active
Active
self-defense?
Protection. Yeah. Yeah, I think he's got the video.
Okay. Yeah, I watch him a lot too. Cover your apps.
Yep. It's good advice. He's only annoyed me a couple of times. He's got a great channel and good advice in that video. But I think all of us that are quote unquote professionals get annoyed at somebody at some point.
Oh, yeah.
It's certainly not because he ever gives bad advice to anybody. That is the first channel I've ever seen on self-defense where I would honestly say he's doing right by everybody.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like watching those videos. I mean, it's crazy.
But lets you know real quick that we are doing a lot better than Brazil.
Yeah, tell me about it. That's one place I will never go. No way.
So EDC,
Yes, sir.
how's that Glock 48 shooting now with the new sights on it?
I haven't took it out yet. I just got the sights put in this week. Some XX sights put in, and I guess I'll find out next week when I take it back out.
All right.
Have you used the Shield Arms magazine extensions for that yet?
No, it's pretty hard to get right now. I got I know a person where I work at that does have the magazines. I'm gonna try to see if they can let me borrow it and try them out and do a video on them. But right now, there's nowhere to be found. They're out of back orders, out of stock, or I just don't see myself paying $35 to $40 for a magazine. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you why I did it. So the 43X is my deep conceal pistol. It's the one that I use when I've got to hide, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now, for the record, I don't open carry anywhere. But what I mean is I've got to hide, right?
Yeah.
So I did that upgrade because essentially it meant that my deep conceal had the same capacity as my primary carry, right? So I've got with 2 Shield Arms magazines, and I ran those magazines for my test, ran 1,000 rounds through each of those, and then I bought 2 more for my everyday carry. Those things run great, and having that extra 10 total shots on a deep conceal pistol to me is money in the bank. I guess everybody's got, kind of a different gauge on that. The 48X, I want to make that my next deep conceal pistol, but I just can't bring myself to add an extra 2 inches, right? Because I shoot them both the same at any comparable self-defense range. They fire and operate identically in my hands.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only reason I bought it, because of the magazine, basically, because they came out with these magazines. But once I'm able to get some, then we'll see how that goes. But I got the 365, and I'm not a big SIG fan. Never was. It just didn't fit in my hands correctly. So I figured I'd give it a shot, 365, and that's what I got. And I was very impressed how accurate that pistol was, because I am not by any means a good shooter. I shoot a lot, but I'm not training or anything like that to improve my shooting, because with YouTube and work, and just don't have the time to really just dedicate myself training to improve my shooting. But hopefully that'll be coming up soon. So but yeah, that 365 was very accurate little pistol. I was very impressed.
Yeah, the 365 is amazing. There were I actually had a firing pin made for mine because there were issues with the original firing pins that came with them.
Yeah.
My wife carried a 365 for a very long time. She really liked that for a deep conceal. I think she's right now she's carrying a CZ75 Bravo because she fell in love with that pistol the first time I put it in her hand. But I can't bring myself to carry the 365 either. It's not that it's a bad pistol. It's just I've never been a huge SIG fan. I think that every gun out there that'll run deserves a positive image. So I'm not going to poo-poo on it.
Yeah.
It runs great. The problems with it early on have seemed to have been resolved. Now that's a good-looking SIG.
Yeah.
That is the wife's 320 RXP X Compact, just chilling on the back spare tire.
Waiting to go off. Waiting to go off. But no, I mean, everybody has a preference. Again, I mean, it just whatever fits your hand. That's the whole point, to try things out. So
we've got an old fellow at my work that carries and shoots extremely well with what I would consider to be one of the worst deep concealed pistols in history, and I'm dumbfounded by his abilities with it. But don't knock it if it works for you.
Yep.
Ultimately, there are people out there that shoot high powers extremely well. There's even a story of an officer who carried one during the first Afghan conflict. So I suppose if that weapon works for your hands, then that's the one you should use. Ultimately, for me, my channel is about making sure that people get their hands on something that runs.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I see no reason to knock any of those weapons.
Oh no, not at all.
The high point is At least it's made in America. You know, and so to kind of revisit this SCCY pistol that I've got over here and I'm about to do a review on, I kind of think, this is an American-made pistol. And to be honest with you, ergonomically, it's terrible. But everything else about it so far has just been awesome. I mean, this will fit somebody's hand and it will run great for somebody. And I'm actually going to do something pretty humorous with it. But I think ultimately that's where we're at, right? Will it run and will it survive? I did a review on the BB6 by BB Tech a while ago. And I've had a lot of follow-up on that pistol because of the price of it. I've had a lot of people asking follow-up questions. And it's kind of rare that I run something past 2,000 rounds and do a follow-up review, but I'm actually going to do a follow-up review on that pistol because of all the feedback it got.
Are you feeding pound cake to the cat? Oh.
Does that make a difference? Is that better?
It's cheesecake bread, she says. It's not pound cake, it's cheesecake bread.
As long as the cat's not getting anything high quality, right?
Right. No high quality.
Okay, no, I wouldn't feed it to the cat.
Yes, our cats are very spoiled. They get ice cream, they get,
when we stopped having children, we started having cats. So I get that.
I've never had any kids, so the pets are what we have, and right now we have 2 kitties. They're tortoiseshells, and one of them's like 35 pounds.
35 pounds.
We can't figure it out.
All I see in my mind is my veterinarian who shakes his head at me every time one of my cats comes in overweight. Says, is the cat getting food independent of your influence? No.
Oh boy.
There's been a resurgence of people looking at small revolvers and lighter pistol caliber revolvers. It'll be interesting to see what we see come out on the market. I had my hands on a Rossi and a 357 by Ruger today that was a polymer pistol. It was a polymer revolver.
Interesting.
Yeah, I told the guy, I said, I don't know if I want to buy that because I'm afraid it might blow up.
Yeah, exactly. How much lighter do you need it to be?
Right.
It's just sacrilegious.
Well, it was a little strange to look at. You know what I mean? You expect a revolver to be made of something non-polymer. Taurus has, a couple of polymer revolvers, so they're tested. It's not like they're probably going to explode, but I was like, a 357.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I only have one revolver, and that's a 22 single action. Pretty fun little revolver.
Yeah, 22s are a ball.
Yeah, you shoot all day long.
So that's my Maggie.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like 30 pounds.
Good heavens, man.
She might not really be that heavy, but...
No, I get it. Backup food supply. You never...
I mean...
Here I've been foolishly buying MREs and making pemmican and hardtack when I could have just been feeding the cat. I never thought about that. All right, gentlemen, it has been a tremendous pleasure. G23, thanks for inviting me on the stream. It is time for me to go feed my fat butt.
And the cat.
And the cat now. Yeah, we're going to fatten the cat up now. Gentlemen,
Yeah.
have an amazing night.
Have a
You
great
too,
night.
man.
And thanks again for that $300 gift cards.
Hey, we're going to, as the channel expands, we're going to do more and more with that. Thank you so much for, being a subscriber. And we'll keep doing drawings like that. I ran into all sorts of problems trying to give a gun away. My lawyer just gave me up the river about it. And I was like, okay, fine. We're just going to put the money out there. And, nobody has any problem with money. So
Nope.
we
Yeah.
will be doing it again.
I see. Yeah. Congrats on almost 100 subs.
It's come a long way. We started a year ago. And boy, we started hard and heavy, and then I got pulled aside for activism. I've been involved in 2A activism and 1A activism groups for a while now, and I just really kind of let it lapse. And then somebody sent me a message one day and said, "Hey, are you going to do any other reviews?" And I said, "Well, if people are still looking for it, and there's room for it, let's do it." So it's exciting to see it kind of picking up again. And by the way, if you don't know, on my channel, you can actually request videos if you want to see a weapon out there. So put in your requests. And thanks for giving me a chance to plug, and be safe, G23.
Yep.
Gentlemen, have a great
Have a
night.
good one.
Have a good one.
Bye.
So,
Cool deal.
yeah.
I'm gonna request
A G23 video?
No, I'm gonna request a 50 BMG. That's a next review for him.
$12,000 rifle.
Yep. He said, "Hey, request any firearm," so that's what I'm gonna do. 250 BMGs.
Yep. That 50 BMG M107 A1 with the 29-inch barrel. I tell you, if I had a spare 12 grand laying around, and the wife wouldn't kill me, that would be on my wall.
I promise y'all one thing. When I get one, I'm shooting that damn thing out my window.
I'm getting on top of the roof.
So, have you guys seen the Rogue Banshee's latest video on those earbuds?
No.
I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, he did one on some Caldwell earbuds, like Bluetooth earbuds that are noise canceling to like 23 decibels. They're actually earplugs for going out to the range and stuff. And he was talking about adding that as part of his EDC because you can turn on ambient sound and stuff, so you can actually be able to hear like everything that's going on around you. So like if you're just walking down the street, you could be having those in your ears and still carry on a full-on conversation, or answer your phone call and stuff like that. And if you had to draw and use your weapon, you would have ear protection already in.
Okay.
Makes sense.
And they've got a 5-hour battery life. And
I hope they're rechargeable, right?
they are rechargeable. They have a little docking cup that you just drop them in and they'll recharge. And that little docking cup.
Hey, come to think of it, I think I have seen a video on that somewhere. I can't remember who done it.
They're battery operated, so it will recharge them like 2.5 times before it has to be recharged. They're great. I'm actually looking in. I'm going to probably look into seeing what they cost, and maybe I'll pick up a pair or 2.
Yeah, matter of fact, you can buy 3, 4 pair. Give them to your guest. I'm
Maybe-
trying, guys. I'm trying.
Maybe I'll just get a hold of Caldwell and see if they'll sponsor the channel, so
Good luck with that.
when people come on the channel, they can just get a free pair.
Yeah, just tell them you're gonna give it to everybody who owns a Glock. So some people are out of luck there in New York.
Yeah. Rob D won't be getting a pair.
I'm looking at that video right now, but I don't see any links to where you can get them. He didn't put one in.
I think he said he got them off Amazon. So anyone who has an Amazon affiliated link, you could just jump off there and give them the credit for the sell, or you could just go buy them yourself without using an Amazon affiliated link.
Maybe I've seen that on our Caldwell website.
Yeah, they sound pretty intriguing. And he said that
they are $149.99.
He let his wife try them, and she took them from him, and so he had to go buy a second pair.
Yeah, they're $150. I'm looking at them now on Amazon.
That's not bad.
Caldwell Erie Max earplugs 25 NRR electronic hearing protection with Bluetooth connectivity for shooting.
Throw the link out in the chat if somebody wants to.
Let's see.
You have an Amazon affiliate link, right?
I do, but I'm going through all that. Let's see what's the specs on this thing? High quality. Where'd it go?
Yeah, I think he said
7.2 ounces. 1 lithium-ion battery is required, included. 3 by 2 by 1.5 inches in dimension. Where's the? Oh, here we go. It is easy to use. It's got a automatically shut off after 4 hours of inactivity, which is displayed on the illuminated on and off indicator. Convenient, including case duals as a charger and storage compartment. It's got multiple size tips for fit your ear. Proper noise cancellation and hearing protection. So yeah.
There's one way to find out if they work or not. Is go ahead and get them and go down to the store and buy you a brand new pistol. And then let your wife find out about it. If it cancels her out, we're good to go.
Yep.
I've never worn those style earbuds.
I haven't either.
Curious on how secure they are. So if you were saying he's thinking about for EDC. So if he's having to be physical, are they going to stay put?
They're pretty similar, like iPods. In the ear with the little stem sticking down. Look just like a regular ear, earbuds or whatever. But heck, I don't see the difference. I mean, as far as the ear tips, it don't look no difference than any regular earbuds.
Yeah, they have. I think he said that they come with like 8 different sets of rubber tips, so that you can,
get the proper feel.
Get the proper fit for your ear. I threw the link out to his video on it. If anyone wants to watch that, it's about a 15-minute video.
I like to try some of those. They call them. I'm looking at the Desi Bulls. They're like the in-ear custom molded earplugs.
Yeah.
They're like $40. You kind of like it's got the foam and you mold it to your ear.
Yeah, you put it in a bag, soak it in hot water for a
Yeah.
while, and then I know a few of the gun channels like Gizzard Gary, I think Ghost,
Nah.
Sarge from C4 Defense, and
Yeah.
those guys did videos on them when they from SHOT Show.
Yeah, I'm looking at the also right below those the ones you're talking about. They got the Walker's game ear silencer digital earbuds. Now I like this one's better because they don't have that little thing sticking out like a microphone. They're more in ear.
Yeah, probably a whole lot cheaper.
No, they're 140 also.
Oh,
But
Yeah, but are they set up for being able to like hook to your cell phone so that you can have dual use?
that's what I'm looking at now.
So that a lot of people could just you could be walking down the street and have them so that you can answer your phone or listen to music or just have it the sound turned on so that you're able to still be able to hear a conversation, so you would know if something bad was going on.
Yeah, this is just for noise reduction, silencers. They do have different models. One has Bluetooth, um, noise reduction rating to 23. Yeah, they do have some with the Bluetooth. So they got different models. One without the Bluetooth. The one with the Bluetooth capability, like connect to your phone, those cost 193.
Ouch. Yeah. See.
Yeah. But anyways.
Yeah. Well, we've got this. We've been going for like 3 hours.
Damn, it's that long already?
Yeah.
Fast.
I know. It has gone pretty fast. So, we got more topics we want to talk about. We got 7 people still out there. Any topics from the crowd?
Any questions?
anybody want to see G23 get rid of a gun today?
I don't think it's still in the chat.
Nope. G23 has left the building. Well, not seeing any questions popping up or ideas.
Mystic Gun says wet t-shirt contest.
I do know that she's yelling at Mr. Rob saying that she wants her spa day.
Oh, good luck with that.
Well, that would require that people are actually wearing t-shirts, and I don't have a shirt on.
Yeah, I don't think you want to see none of this, Mystic.
I know. So it's going to go down to you're going to have to be looking at either Foss or Buck on who's going to win the wet t-shirt contest.
I probably have bigger boobs than Buck.
Now, I'm sitting here shirtless.
So
I think I'm about a C, maybe.
Oh
Lord, she says. You see what she said?
Yep. Oh.
What was that joke Ron Wise says? If you see one, you want to see them all? All right, honey, roll them up.
Well, You want to go ahead and promote yourself, Mr. Carolina EDC?
Yeah. Carolina ADC, pretty much on everything: YouTube, gun streamer, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Yeah, TikTok. Yeah, just check out the channel. Make sure to share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And everybody in the panel, anybody that was out there early as well, especially Nighthawk. Check his channel out. Pretty cool guy. Just, mostly on the Instagram. Just follow me on Instagram because I'll be coming up with some new giveaways. So y'all want to stay tuned for that. Some pretty cool stuff. But yeah, that's about it. Just check me out, check everybody out, and hope everybody has a good weekend.
Yeah. And congrats on that 5-shot challenge video you did.
Oh God, don't say that. That was horrible. And that's the first thing I did when I got there too. I said, let me just go ahead and get this out the way, and that's what I did. And I was like, holy cow.
You're like, I think I'm deleting this video.
I was debating not to post it, but what the heck.
Hey, it is what it is. It just tells us what we got to practice on,
Yeah. Which, 7 yards is probably by the maximum distance you want to do it one-handed. So, but yeah, we all need practice.
Yep. Mr. Foss, you got anything coming up? Any promoting you want to do?
Yeah. I put in links to, I think, everybody that's been in the chat a little earlier in the stream. So go back up and you can find links to everybody. And then, as always, check out Kingpin's channel, which I think I put a link for him also.
Yeah.
He does a lot for a lot of channels and never asks for anything in return. So if you get a chance, check out what he's got going on. Maybe check out my channel, DM Foss, on the YouTubes or on the Instagrams is Untactical Foss. Other than that, debating on a couple of videos, EDC belt and the Taurus TH9. I don't know if I want to do the reviews yet or give them a little more time, using them before I do a review.
What belt are you using?
Right now, I'm trying out the Blade Tech, a Blade Tech belt. I forget what the
roughly how long?
I've been using it 3 months, 4 months, I think. So far, I like it. I still like my core belt a little better, but it's not bad so far. But I wanted to wait maybe a couple more months using it. I've been wearing it every day. Give it a couple more months and then see what I think.
You could always do a 3-part series to it and do 3 months, 6 months, and then a year.
It's a lot of work there.
Is that Blade Tech a reinforced belt?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at the website right now, so they're pretty similar to the core.
They are. They're not as stiff.
Okay. Yeah.
Core is the best.
I love mine.
But once you have them on, you don't really notice as much a difference as when you're holding them. Like the core, you hold it by the buckle and it's almost sticks straight out.
Yeah.
The Blade Tech isn't as stiff, so there's more flop to it. But
yeah, I think I had mine about 3 years now.
I've had my core about a year, a little over a year, I think.
Yeah, same here, about a year for me.
And with that, I'll compare the two of them. But with the core, you couldn't tell it wasn't just out of the box, after a year. The Blade Tech, there's a little bit of wear on it.
You got the nylon or the other one?
Leather.
For both? core
Yeah.
endo. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I got, the leather one.
Mr. Buck, you want to promote your channel?
Yeah, y'all come watch me do nothing because I ain't done nothing in a while.
Just post a just post a video. Just make it a black screen.
Yeah, I can do that from inside the house. Right damn hot out here. But I appreciate the invite coming on the chat and everything.
You are so welcome. Thank you guys for coming on and being part of the live stream. And thanks, Mr. Rob from New York Outcast, Two Live Moo, Nighthawk Medic. You know, we've had some good guys coming through here tonight, so definitely check out everybody's channel, like, subscribe. If you're not checking out Kingpin, go ahead, check him out, like and subscribe. You know, he's a great guy. He was out promoting everybody's channels in the chat, dropping links, you know.
Plus, he owns a CZ now.
CZ Shadow 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lucky.
Oh, yeah. So, everyone have a great night, and we shall see you guys. Oh, here's Rob D. What's going on, Rob?
I was late to the party.
How's it going?
Good.
Yeah, it's going.
We were just leaving.
Yeah, we were just about to roll up the red carpet.
Oh yeah, you guys quitting early?
Yeah, we don't put all the chairs.
You got anything you want to talk about?
No, I was just saying hi.
How was the shopping?
Went good for the girls there, but not so well for me. So lots of police on the highways. Seen a 3-car accident, which I didn't see it, but I seen the aftermath of it, where looked like it was pretty nasty. So everybody was out and about though, trying to direct traffic. So looks like nobody was hurt. So.
Only in New York.
All right, Mystic, we want to see that first thing in the morning.
Yeah. We want to see an 0430 wake up call.
That would be funny.
Just do it right there on Gizzard Gary show.
Yeah, do it live streaming.
I'll give you $20 if you do it.
You go for snob abuse again?
Yeah, we got to.
Did you not read that? She says, I have no problem throwing ice water on him.
No, the reason why I said that because we'll do next time we'll do ice challenge. She was talking about wet t-shirt contest earlier. I said, well, everybody just do an ice challenge. She's like, well, I don't have no problem throwing ice on him.
So, yep, I think we're gonna call the stream an end. You want to promote your channel before we run off?
I think he done ran off.
I know. I think Rob D is hiding out.
No, I just had to connect my earbuds. So, yeah, you guys weren't kidding, huh? You're really closing down. No, yeah, I don't have anything new out. So besides the 22 LR test, looking at ammunition, but besides that, that's it. Thanks for having me. Sorry I cut out earlier.
Oh, that's right. Your phone died.
It did, and I had a charger for the other phone. Her phone's not mine in the car, unfortunately. So
you should have just jumped on her phone and used it. She would have loved that.
yeah, she's my radar detector with Waze.
So I'm gonna go ahead and kill this stream, and everyone have a good night. Stay safe, and keep one in the chamber.
Bye bye.
Bye, everybody.